The scouting process has changed a lot over the years. It's not the same as it used to be in the 80s, 90s, or even 2010, or even 2015. Right now, we have a situation where we only have 20 rounds in the draft, and the minor leagues is not as big as it used to be as far as number of teams.
When I got drafted out of high school, I got drafted in the 56th round. It's 20 rounds now. So it wouldn't be a Luke Collier now in today's game. That wouldn't even exist.
You got the elite kids who really need a lot of development. Then you got the middle of the road kid who need a lot of development, and you got the beginner that need a lot of development. So they all need the equal amount of development, no matter how good you are.
If you're not training, there's kids that are training every single day, and those kids are getting better. And so in order to keep up with the competition, you have to train. And not only training from a working out standpoint, but nutrition. You know, that's a big part of it now. Now kids have access to better nutrition. They're getting stronger, they're getting faster, they're getting quicker at a younger age.
Next level kids don't really get a chance to play against the same competition till they do get to that showcase baseball with no development. So I think that's where the game has changed to me, to where there's little development, a lot of showcase baseball, and a lot of our kids don't get a chance to get to that showcase baseball because of finances.
The showcases, why is it so popular now? It makes it easier for scouts to identify players, right? It's kind of not the same now where, you know, scouts are out every day trying to just find this nigga to pick player in Nebraska or whatever. You know, everything now is at your fingertips like social media.
Baseball requires daily work to be successful because your competition is the world.
There are a number of tournaments and showcases that are ripe for opportunity. And, you know, there's showcases in Jupiter, Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, Fort Myers, Florida.
What is it about the game all the way back then? You said there's something that made you felt something.
It's just the mental challenge of it. And then finding out my dad did play baseball, and then finding out my grandpa played baseball too. And I mean, biggest role models and somebody I looked up to, so I wanted to carry it on. So that's why I kept playing the game of baseball.
Our biggest sacrifice was like time. Like I would work a job that I would leave the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, so I would be home by the time they got home from school so we can work out, stuff like that. And the weekends where you're always gone, we're always somewhere. A lot of time was put into this.
Back in 2012 when we started this, the tournaments, they cost a little bit, but not what they cost now. So I can give you an example, like it's one tournament we used to play back in 2012, it was $1,500 to play. Now that same tournament's at $2,750 to play. So it's an increase every year on the amount that it costs to do these things.
I don't believe that kids will have the opportunities that they would have if they didn't play travel ball. The way that GBSA is very important in travel ball, we really help navigate our parents and players that are serious about baseball. First thing first, we shoot for 3.5. GPA is priority. We stand on that. The reason why, when you cast that net out there, you want to have as many schools that you can pull in. Because the first thing coaches come out and ask for, hey, what's the kid's GPA?
If you don't have the finances to go get the testing, you can't get the testing that people are looking at to evaluate you. And then if you're not developed enough to where when you do the testing, it's all, you know, negative feedback. So you Xing yourself out that way too. So it's like, there's so many roads to dead ends for kids who doesn't have that, you know, financial backing or some type of structured program to lead them in the right directions.
I think the same things that make us good in terms of the repetition, training every single day, are the same things that can be a detriment. So when you see kids throwing, you know, 125 pitches in a game, or 150 pitches in a game, or just 100 pitches in a game, and then come back 2 days later and throw another 80 pitches, those things happen. They happen regularly. What we're seeing now is kids are getting injured at an early age. Kids are getting, you know, Tommy John surgery earlier than they ever have. position players are getting Tommy John surgery, not just pitchers. So the training element is really important as we move forward and as we continue to grow our game. In order for us to grow our game, in order for us to get more black kids playing the game, we have to have more coaches, more former major league players going to schools, going to rec leagues. I know that there are a lot of former major league players that have elite programs and have run showcases, but that's not the only area that needs. When we talk about expansion or growth, those elite players are probably already in the pipeline and may have been already identified. But there's so many hundreds of thousands of young people that, again, just want to experience the game.
We're needing more coaches that have experience, and then also we're needing a bridge of coaches that have made it, to the professional levels, the college levels, to come and nurture those coaches that are in the community, such as fathers. There are some fathers that care, they just don't know which route to go. So it's about the mentorship.
I always thought all 30 teams should have an academy. This is just like a no-brainer to develop the kids right here in the city of Atlanta. And you look at all the kids, myself, Hayward, Michael Harris, we can name 30 guys that right here in Atlanta that done made it to the big leagues. And so I truly believe cultivating within your community first before we go outside of Atlanta is something that we've been trying to do, and I think it's a need for that because 24/7, I think baseball has gone to a whole nother level, and we have to go with it.
They need the resources of facilities to go work out at. They need strength and performance tools to work with. They need instructors to work with. And that pivotal moment from 10 to 13 is key for them to prepare themselves to get exposed the right way when they're teenagers in high school.
The Player Alliance is doing what's needed to grow the game and grow our communities. They're going into these cities, right, finding these people on the ground and giving them the resources they need to be successful. And that's all we've really been asking for the last 100 years since the Negro League stopped, right, is creating those resources for us. I have a different story if I'm on the ground, right? If I'm with these kids every day, they're gonna take what I'm saying because I'm with them every day. So once you uplift those guys on the ground, it's endless of how we can grow the game of baseball. And Player Alliance has been in the forefront of providing us with everything we need to, impact the whole country.
Oh,